Tonight you're going to see 3 shows. It's going to be The Trip, Cards on the Table, and Early Frost. My group, we directed The Trip, Kylie Weldon, Allie Kahan, and Callie Castor, and we had Grace Townsend, who wasn't able to make it tonight. You're going to hear a piece of music in our show, and it was composed by Kylie Weldon. She worked very hard on it. So we hope you enjoy the show.
Vicky should be here shortly.
Are you sure she came?
Yes, I'm sure. She loves to see you. It's always seemed so important to her.
At a time like this?
It's good that you're here. You help.
I hope so.
Alicia and Henry will be here shortly. They're with Aunt Martha.
How is Alicia today?
Better. She's better, I think. At least, she seems to be.
Good.
She's been staying with Aunt Martha and Uncle Doran. She likes that.
She's quite fond of them, isn't she?
She always has been. She's close to them. And to Cousin Henry.
I've noticed that.
I mean, in many ways, she's closer to them than she is to me.
Oh, I don't think so.
I do. I've been away a lot, you know. And with Vicky here, Alicia's needed someone. Someone like Henry. They're very close.
I guess so.
And that's good, I think. She's found a real friend in Henry. Kind of a substitute brother while I've been away.
Just Vicky know I'm coming today?
Yes, she was very insistent about it. And her music. She made me promise to bring her music.
Oh God, how'd she love your music? She still plays the piano, you know.
That's what Mama said.
On visits, she'll play for me. She seems so happy and secure in her music.
Yeah, that's from Dad, you know. He was the same way. He composed himself for hours. Just another world when he was wrapped up in his music. Vicky's love for music started when she was just a little thing. She would sit in that study with Dad for hours. He'd work and read while the music played. She'd pretend to read and conduct an orchestra. That's where it all started. And after Dad died, as young as she was then, she would sit in that study and look at books and listen to the music. I was never really sure if she understood about Dad. She sat there like she expected any minute the door would open and he'd walk back in, ready to look up some information, or sit down at that old typewriter, ready to Tommy gun something up onto paper. She should be here any minute.
Luke, I'm a little nervous. I don't want to do anything to upset her.
Don't worry. I'll take care of everything.
Does she understand, Luke? Does she know?
I don't know. I couldn't tell, but I mean, I could kind of sense it the last time I was here.
Don't always say the wrong thing.
Don't worry, Tim. Just be yourself. She likes you. She's close to you, even more than Alicia. And right now, she needs someone. So let's just be there for her.
Are you going to stay for the summer?
Probably. I don't know yet. I suppose it's the thing to do. It would be good to be close to the girls.
Yeah.
Luke, you're here. And Tim. Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, we're here to see our favorite gal.
You brought the tapes and my music.
We sure did.
You brought the recorder, didn't you?
Yes, I brought it.
Oh, good. Oh, doesn't that sound beautiful? So very, very pretty.
Yes, it is, hon. It sure is.
It sounds like you're playing, Vicky.
Oh, I wish it were. I can never be that good.
You will. It's a matter of time.
Oh, no, Tim. It's more than time. More than time.
Vicky, you look beautiful today.
Do I really?
You sure do.
Well, thank you both. You guys look very nice too. We're a wonderful looking trio.
Have you had a busy morning?
No, not really. The usual, except I knew you guys were coming and it made it super exciting. You said we're going on a trip?
Yes, a trip. Alicia and the others will be here shortly, and then we can head that way.
Oh, they're coming too?
Of course, honey.
Oh,
Vicky, it's all right.
I know. It's just that.
What?
Nothing.
No, Vicky, it's just that what?
It's just that I feel funny sometimes when we're all here together.
Funny?
Funny like I don't really know them and they don't really know me.
Of course you know them, honey. They're family. We all know each other.
I suppose. Tim, I'm so glad you're here.
I wanted to be here. I like being with you. Now I told Luke here over.
Yes, we do.
Vicky, Tim tells me you've been playing piano some.
Some.
Keeping up with your music?
When I can. I don't always get to play when I want to. They tell me I play a lot, but it's not always as much as they say I do.
But she still plays, and she's good. She really is good.
Well, what can you expect?
Luke, are you going to be staying long this summer?
Well, longer than usual. I have some things I have to sort out.
That's good. We'll spend a lot of time together.
Yes, we will, honey.
Make it a promise, Luke. Make it a promise.
I promise.
It's really new.
They should be here any minute.
Luke, are you a writer yet?
A writer?
Yeah, you've studied for so long, you must be a writer by now.
Well, in the sense that I put things on paper, I'm a writer, I guess.
Well, you're a good poet. I know that for sure.
A poet, eh?
Yes, a really good one. He's written a lot of poetry for me. I'm thinking about putting some of them to music.
That's wonderful, Vicky. We'll have to hear them.
I'll play them.
Tim, wouldn't you love to hear them?
Of course.
Okay then. This visit, I'll play them just for you guys. I don't want anyone else with us. Well, except Mama, but I don't want anyone else.
All right, Vicky. We'll all hear them later. Hello, Alicia. Henry.
Hello, Luke.
Hi, Luke. Hi, Vicky. Tim. Hey.
Are Aunt Martha and Uncle Doran ready?
They're at the desk. It'll be a few minutes.
They're meeting with Dr. Scribner. He's joining us, I believe.
Of course, he's going with us.
How are you feeling, Alicia?
How do I feel?
You look rested today.
Yeah, I'm rested, I guess.
Yeah, Lisa, it's really nice.
So, Luke, what are your plans?
Plans?
Afterwards, after today.
Well, I'll be here for a while. I have some things I need to attend to.
This is going to be a long visit, isn't it, Luke?
Yes, it is, honey.
Well, you don't have to worry about Alicia.
What?
Mother and father have asked her to stay with us.
That's very kind of them.
It is, and it's what I want.
Good. That's good, I think.
Although we're only talking about Alicia.
What?
We're not talking about anybody else.
I understand.
I mean, the strain would just be too much.
Henry, we'll talk about this later.
He's only trying to help Luke.
I know.
Yeah, I'm only trying to help.
He's right.
We'll talk about this later, Alicia. That would be best.
The doctor says that these decisions need to be made now. You know, and mother and father, they say that we need to do this now, not to drag it out.
I think they're right, too. I just want this to finish, come to an end.
We'll talk about this later.
We need to establish some sort of order, some sort of system.
Henry, we're talking about family, not some system or some order. We're talking about my sisters, me, my family. I don't care what you mean, Henry.
There's no need to start on him, Luke. He's trying to help, that's all.
We'll talk about this later. We don't need to do this now.
When do we need to do it then?
This is not the time, Alicia.
When is the time, Luke? What difference does it really make?
Let's try not to upset her.
She doesn't even know what's going on.
Be quiet.
It's true.
Well, I don't think it is. And this kind of talk isn't good.
This kind of talk is what she needed years ago.
Alicia, please.
No one wants her to know the truth about anything. Well, I think she knows more than she ever wanted any of us to believe she knew.
Alicia,
I don't think she's a sick sister everyone thinks she is.
stop it.
She's had it made, spoiled, pampered, everything she's wanted for the last 3 years, I know. I've been hearing the whole mess. Some of us have had to live with this every day of our lives, Luke. Every day.
And I'm sorry about that.
You're sorry. It's a little late for any of us to be sorry now, isn't it? What good will that do any of us? What good will that do Mama? Tell me that, Luke.
please.
What good will it do?
Alicia.
Tell me that. What good will it do?
Alicia, stop it. Vicky, honey, why don't you go grab your coat? We need to leave shortly. Tim, why don't you go with him? By the time you guys are back, we'll be right out. Vicky, it's all right. Everything is all right. Alicia, I know you're upset. We all are. But we've got to get through this thing. And we have to stay together on this.
I don't need a pep talk.
I didn't mean it like that. I just mean we must think like a family.
A family.
Yes, Alicia, in a little while, we'll have had time to rest, and then we can talk this thing through.
You mean talk about Vicky?
Not just Vicky. You, me, all of us.
Well, we know what's gonna happen to Alicia. She'll be living with us.
That's great, if that's what Alicia wants.
It is.
And Vicky will remain here.
Henry, nothing has been decided yet. I will be checking into things.
Well, Mother and Father say that Vicky stays here.
Well, that's not your mother and father's say, Henry.
Well, Vicky's not gonna be living with us. That much is certain.
I don't want to be around her, Luke.
I don't mean that, Alicia.
I do.
We're all tired. Just plain tired.
And I'm tired of you, Henry. I'm talking to Alicia.
Luke, you know he's telling the truth.
We're all tired now. These things wear you out, but we can't let that weariness take over our senses. We're all very emotional, so it's not the time to be making decisions that are going to affect us for years to come.
Well, the decision concerning me is definite. It's what I want.
I'm thinking more about Vicky.
Of course.
We need to think about her, Alicia. She needs us.
Naturally.
In a little while, after things have settled down, when things get back to normal...
Back to normal? Isn't this normal? Everything revolving around Vicky. The lives of us all just stopping while we worry about poor Vicky.
That's not fair, Alicia.
What's not fair? Is it unfair to think about someone besides Vicky? Am I unfair to think about myself for a change?
You know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean. Everything you say to me is what I've heard for the last 3 years of my life.
She needs us. Our help, our love. Someone has to stand by her.
That's what we've always done. And what does it do for her?
It strengthens her. We may not always see it, but I believe it strengthens her.
And it weakens the giver, Luke. You may not be able to see that. Your occasional visits might not allow you the time to see what's really going on here, but I have watched it day after day, week after week, month after month. I saw what it did to Mama. I've watched her concern, her giving for Vicky, and what good did it do? Did anything change? The only thing that changed was Mama's health.
I don't think we can blame Vicky for all of that.
Mother does. Father does.
See, Luke, it's not just my thinking. Everyone thinks it. Mama's own sister thinks it.
Well, I don't think it.
You're never here. You don't know.
You gotta see it regularly, Luke. Then you'd see it.
Luke, maybe 3 years ago, there was reason to hope, reason to give. Mama made me believe things would be better. And even when everyone knew things would never really be better, she still pretended to believe. And she practically lived here, Luke. There's a bed here. Did you know that?
Yes.
I mean her own bed. Here so often there's a regular bed in Vicky's room.
I know.
She hardly left this place. They were so afraid that Vicky would do something to herself if Mama left during one of those awful, straining times, and she stayed and stayed and stayed.
I understand.
Do you? Do you really? Do you understand how that ate at Mama? Made her so nervous she couldn't sleep or keep food down?
Alicia.
I want you to
please.
know, Luke. I want you to know all these things. I want you to know that the doctors told her to slow down, that it was just too much.
I do know that, Alicia.
And knowing all of that, how can you talk to any of us about giving?
I think we've all about given enough here.
I think you've about said enough, Henry. Now shut your mouth and keep it shut. Alicia, I'm talking about putting things into their proper perspective. We can't allow emotions to dictate us now.
It's not just emotion, Luke. It's the way I really feel. Can't you see that? Sister, no, I'm tired of Vicky. I'm just tired of her.
You don't mean that, Alicia.
I do. Yes, I do.
Let's talk later.
I don't want to talk later. I've said all I have to say. I don't want to discuss her again. I hope she goes back to that horrible sick room and she stays there.
Alicia, please.
I mean it, Luke. I don't want to be around her. After today, I don't plan on coming back here. I don't want to hear that voice of hers asking for Mama. I don't want to hear that laugh or see another tantrum. I want nothing to do with her again.
Honey, don't say
I
that.
hate her, Luke. I always will. I'll never forgive her for what she did to Mama. I'll never forgive her. So help me, God. I mean it, Luke. So help me, God. Alicia.
Vicky, honey, did you get your coat?
I have it.
Why is Alicia mad?
She's just not feeling well right now. She's very tired.
She said that she hates me, Luke.
She doesn't mean that, Vicky.
Then why would she say it?
Honey, don't worry about that. She's your sister. She loves you.
She's crying, Luke.
She'll be all right. Henry's with her.
Something's wrong.
Tim, why don't you go with the others? We'll be out in a moment. Vicky, honey, come here. We need to sit down a moment. We need to talk about something.
She said that she'd never come back.
She'll be back.
That she'd never forgive me.
She doesn't mean that, Vicky.
She said something about Mama. She said I did something to Mama.
Vicky, listen.
Why would she say that about Mama?
Listen to me, Vicky.
They're gonna start talking again. I know it. They all are. Henry, Alicia, Aunt Martha. Why do they do it, Luke? It's not right, is it?
No, it isn't. And they don't mean anything by it.
Yes, they do. They're gonna start talking again.
Listen to me, Vicky. We need to talk about something.
Mama doesn't like it.
I know. Now, Vicky, we need to talk about something. And you need to listen to me. Will you do that?
Okay.
Alicia, you know how much I love you, that I never hurt you, and I always tell you the truth.
I know.
Well, we need to talk about something. And you need to listen. It's about Mama
Yes?
and our trip to see her today.
Yes, that is where we're going, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And you understand that. Don't
Good.
you, Vicky?
Good. I want to see her. She needs to know they started talking again. She needs to know they all started talking. She doesn't like that. I know. She tells me she doesn't like it, but they do it anyway, and it hurts me and Mama.
No, Vicky.
Don't you think I should tell her, Luke?
Vicky,
I'm gonna
listen
start-
to me. Please listen.
I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna talk to her about this.
Listen to me, Vicky.
Mama will explain this to me. Mama.
Vicky, Mama is dead. Mama is dead, Vicky. Do you remember? Do you understand? Don't you remember, Vicky? Don't you understand?
Does it seem cold in here to you?
Yes.
Somehow it just seems so cold.
Yes, honey. It's cold.